Today I want to speak more to the coaches than the players. However, if you are a player watching this video, you can still benefit from watching this video, get some good ideas. But if you have seen the last few videos I've released on my channel, they've just been little clips, some drills from a recent session that I did with some U18 players. And in today's session, I just want to show you how I outline or how I format my training sessions. So if you want ideas on how to run your practice, this video might give you a good idea on how to set up your training sessions. So let's check it out. For the session I did the other day, this was the format that I followed. And we started with a warm-up. Let me say, before the warm-up starts, when players start showing up, I get them going right away. And I usually just have them play 4-on-1 or 3-on-1 in a little box just like this. I'll probably set up like 3 different boxes and just have them play possession. As soon as they get there, as soon as they got their boots on, I want them going. I don't want them messing around, wasting time, waiting for other players to show up. So I'll just have them play 4-on-1. If this player loses possession, he goes in the middle. You've done it 100 times, but just get the players going. Don't waste any time. Make the most of every single minute that they are at the practice. So once the session gets going, it's 7 o'clock or whenever the session starts, get into it right away. I just have them do some dynamic stretches. You've done it 100 times. I'm not going to demonstrate, but get through the cones and jog back and repeat. Just have them do their high knees, opening up their hip flexors, doing kicks, different dynamic stretches, and then we'll get into the session right away. So after that, just to get them going some more, I did a bigger box and we just played 2 in the middle, and it was, I think we had about only 8 players for this session, but that's good. Sometimes smaller players is better, it gets players more touches. But we just did that basic possession drill that you've done 100 times just to get their feet moving, their heads moving, making decisions quicker, just getting into the flow of the practice. We started with a very simple ball control drill that's great for getting tons of touches, also working on foot speed and reaction time. 3 players will be the blue, 2 red balls, just to demonstrate. 1 player is working in the middle for, say, about 30 seconds. 1 ball goes into him, he plays that ball back with a certain technique that I will demonstrate before the drill starts. Plays that ball back to the player, he catches it in his hands. As soon as that ball is played back, the other one plays the ball. So he's forced to turn and react quickly and keep good quality as the drill continues. So these 2 players really dictate the speed of the drill. As I said, as soon as that ball is played back from the player working, I want this ball going right into that player, forcing him to turn quickly and focus on his quality while he's pushing his speed and also getting a little tired. As soon as this player is done, one of the other players comes in and the drill continues right away. For this video, I'm only going to show the first progression of the shooting drill. There are 3 progressions. If you want a detailed explanation of each progression, just click the link right here. It's for a previous video I did called Soccer Drills to Teach You How to Score More Goals. For all of these drills, there were 3 players involved on the attacking side. Obviously, the goalkeeper is involved as well in this drill, but a passive defender, a striker, and a midfielder. So for the first drill, very simple. The ball is first played into the striker. He holds up the ball, protects the ball. He is playing one touch, but make sure he focuses on protecting the ball with his body. Plays back to the midfielder one touch, peels off, and receives a pass into feet where he has one touch to set and one touch to finish. He can also take that ball on one time and hit it first time if he feels that is the best decision. So just make sure the players are switching their angle of attack each time. They're going left and they're going right. The ball is played into the striker. He plays back, he peels out, he gets the ball into a feet, one touch to set, one touch to finish. And the player rotation after this ball is shot. This player, if he can, get the ball back and he'll come to the back of the line. The defender becomes the striker, the midfielder becomes the passive defender, and the next player in line becomes the midfielder. Last drill I did to finish the session was some 3-on-3. We actually played inside of the 18-yard box, and it was basically scoring on one goal. You just had to bring the ball out to gain possession. So we played a little grid just like this outside of the box, which was the neutral zone. So for example, if I was on the blue team, again here it's 3 red players against 3 blue players with the goalkeeper in net. If I was defending as the blue team, right now the red team is attacking. If we won possession of the ball, we would have to play out into this neutral area. Now we can go forward and attack. And it's just about being very direct, taking one player on, getting your shots off. Yes, you are playing in a very tight area, but this is to encourage players to be very direct with their attacking play. Play a pass, get a shot, take a player on, beat him once, get a shot, whipping balls into the box, attacking in different ways, but also transition. As soon as you lose that ball, it's important that if your team was attacking, now we get behind the ball and we get marked up, player to player or zone to zone, and we're playing defense as soon as the ball is lost. If a ball is played into the goalkeeper and he has possession of the ball, just make sure that he plays the ball to the other team, make sure they get out, they get their width, they ask for the ball. That ball's played into him, now the red team is defending. If the ball goes out of play, the goalkeeper makes the decision that the blue team put it out of play, and he will play into the red team. So it's great for transition, it's great for getting lots of chances on goal, creating lots of goal scoring opportunities, but encourage your players to be very direct. There's no point in playing all these little passes when you can just beat the guy and hit it into the back of the net. So encourage them to be very direct. Also encourage them to stay on top of their defending. As soon as they lose the ball, they're in possession, or as soon as the red team loses the ball, they're focusing on their defending right away. They're not just standing behind and blaming their teammates or reacting slowly. Okay, so it's very important that the transition is there, and also being very direct when you are in possession of the ball.